My beloved child, stop for a moment and listen carefully. Do not rush past these words. Do not allow the noise of this world to distract you. What you are about to hear is not an accident. You did not arrive here by chance. I have drawn you to this moment because there is something your heart needs to hear. For a long time, you have carried burdens that no one else could see. You smiled in front of people while silently fighting battles within. You continued moving forward even when every step felt heavy. There were nights when you lay awake wondering if your prayers were reaching heaven. There were moments when you questioned whether I was listening at all. But today I want you to know something important. I have never stopped watching over you, not for a single moment. Every tear you cried was seen. Every prayer you whispered was heard. Every act of faithfulness that went unnoticed by others was recorded in heaven. Even when you felt forgotten, you were never forgotten. Even when you felt abandoned, I was closer than you realized. My child, the season you've been walking through has not been punishment. It has been preparation. You thought you were experiencing delays. I was developing strength. You thought doors were being closed against you. I was protecting you from walking into places before the right time. You thought nothing was happening. Yet behind the scenes, I was arranging events, moving circumstances, and preparing blessings that you cannot yet fully see. There is a reason the enemy fought you so intensely. The enemy does not waste his energy on people who carry no purpose. The resistance you have experienced is evidence that your life matters. The battles you have faced are proof that there is something valuable inside of you. The darkness recognized your potential before you fully recognized it yourself. That is why the attacks seemed relentless. That is why discouragement came unexpectedly. That is why confusion tried to cloud your mind. But hear me today. The enemy may have attacked you, but he could not destroy you. The enemy may have delayed some things, but he could not cancel what I have ordained. The enemy may have tried to convince you to quit, but he could not remove my hand from your life. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still moving forward. And that alone is evidence that my power has been sustaining you. My child, I am drawing a line between your past season and the season that is now approaching. The chapter of constant struggle is coming to an end. The chapter of confusion is losing its grip. The chapter of fear no longer has authority over your future. A new season is beginning. You may not see all the evidence yet, but your spirit has already sensed it. That feeling inside you that something is changing is not your imagination. It is my spirit preparing you. I am awakening new faith within you. I am restoring hope where disappointment once lived. I am rebuilding confidence where repeated setbacks created doubt. I am teaching you to trust me at a deeper level than ever before. Remember Moses. Before he led a nation, he spent years in the wilderness. Before Joseph stood in a palace, he sat in a prison. Before David wore a crown, he tended sheep in isolation. Before Esther stepped into her purpose, she experienced preparation. The process always comes before the promotion. The preparation always comes before the breakthrough. The hidden season always comes before the public season. And that is exactly where many of you have been. You have been hidden. You have been prepared. You have been shaped. You have been transformed. What felt like isolation was actually preparation. What felt like delay was actually development. What felt like silence was actually divine instruction. I was teaching you lessons that could not be learned any other way. I was strengthening muscles of faith that would be needed later. I was building character capable of carrying greater responsibility. Because the blessing I have prepared for you requires a stronger version of you. You prayed for open doors, but I was preparing the person who would walk through them. You prayed for influence, but I was developing the wisdom needed to handle it. You prayed for increase, but I was building the maturity required to sustain it. My child, understand this. I am not interested in giving you temporary victories that disappear overnight. I am establishing foundations that will last. That is why some prayers seem delayed. Not because I was ignoring you, but because I was perfecting what I was preparing. Today I need you to release your old mindset. Stop expecting disappointment. Stop preparing for failure. Stop assuming that every opportunity will end in heartbreak. Those thoughts belong to your previous season. Where I am taking you, those beliefs cannot go. You must learn to think differently. You must learn to expect my goodness. You must learn to believe that blessings are possible. You must learn to trust that miracles still happen, because they do, and they are happening even now. I am arranging divine connections. I am opening conversations. I am creating opportunities. I am moving people into position. I am shifting circumstances that once seemed impossible to change. Some breakthroughs will arrive in ways you never expected. A simple phone call, an unexpected meeting, a sudden opportunity, a conversation that changes everything. What appears ordinary on the surface may carry extraordinary significance beneath it. Therefore, remain alert. Remain prayerful. Remain expectant. Do not allow discouragement to make you miss what I am doing. Many people are waiting for dramatic signs while overlooking the quiet ways I move. Sometimes the greatest miracle begins with a single step of obedience. My child, I also want to speak to the wounds in your heart. There are disappointments you still carry. There are prayers that seem unanswered. There are losses you do not fully understand. I know every one of them. Nothing about your pain is hidden from me, and I am bringing healing. Not temporary relief, not superficial comfort. Deep healing, the kind of healing that reaches places words cannot touch. The kind of healing that restores joy after years of sadness. The kind of healing that gives you strength to believe again. The kind of healing that allows you to love again, trust again, and dream again. I am restoring your heart. I am restoring your confidence. I am restoring your peace. I am restoring your hope. And where restoration takes place, new life follows.